Hey guys, and welcome back to Celebrity Tarot Readings. Why do readings for celebrities and celebrities only? Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you guys are into that. So I wanted to do a reading on Chris Evans and Alba Baptista. So it's been announced that these two have been Instagram official. Okay, they are letting the world know that they are dating. And I do have a reading that I did previously about Chris Evans. And when you guys check that out, there may be like some similarities to what I said in that reading to what could take place in this one. Okay, so definitely check that out. Chris Evans is a Gemini with a Scorpio moon. Alba Baptista is a Cancer sun with a Virgo moon. Now, I have meditated over their energy, but if any information is incorrect in regards to the astrological signs, we're still going to get this party started, okay? So if you are offended by tarot readings on celebrities, then click off. This is not the channel for you. Now, for those of you all that are nosy like me and you're ready to see what goes on, let's get started. All right, dear God, I ask that you give me the most clear and precise messages for Chris Evans and Alba Baptista. How does Chris feel about Alba? How does Alba feel about Chris? First of all, I love their birth charts, okay? This Gemini sun and Scorpio moon and this Cancer sun and Virgo moon. Ooh, let's see what we got going on. All right, how does Alba feel about Chris? How does Chris feel about Alba? Oh my God, y'all. Do not, okay, in any way, shape, or form be surprised if these two end up engaged and or married. I don't know why. Why is my camera doing that? Guys, hold on a second. Okay, I think I fixed that issue. Sorry, guys, about that. Don't know what the heck just happened. But as you guys can see, I'm so freaking excited, okay? Because you got the Sun card. This is the happiest card in tarot. Sun card is all about joy, success, celebration, pleasure. But this card is also about a happy marriage and or a happy relationship, okay? So things are looking really good right now between the two of them. And like I said before, do not be surprised if these two end up getting engaged, end up getting married, end up having babies. I'm just saying, and I just saw 333 on the clock, okay? So this is going to be Chris's side. Oh, y'all, I think they get married. I think they're getting married, okay? Oh, shit, hold up. Let me not speak too soon. Oh, bottom of the deck, you have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Oh, y'all, let me just finish the reading, okay? Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Wands in the reverse, okay? When this card comes out in the reading, it is about a person feeling overwhelmed. They may be considering wanting to give up on something or having some type of lack of confidence, okay? So I'm not sure what is going on here because that huge major arcana there is the Sun card. So they may have gotten through a rough patch. I don't know if these two dated in the past. Guys, comment down below if you know if they've dated in the past or not. But there could be something that could happen in this relationship. So you will have over here on Chris's side, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, 5 of Swords, the Strength card, and then you also have the King of Swords in the reverse. Wow. I'll break that down in 1 second. Also, over here on Alba's side, you have the 3 of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Wands in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse, 7 of Cups in the reverse, 9 of Cups in the reverse. Y'all, this has started out so promising. I'm just going to stop getting excited when I see certain cards because, my Lord, something is about to go wow. Okay, first of all, something is fated to happen. Now, they may be fated to have met each other or worked together because if I'm not mistaken, I do think that they work together as well. But when you get the Wheel of Fortune card, it talks about fate. It talks about destiny, fortune, karma, cycles, you name it. So he may be going into a new cycle in his life. There could be some maturing of something. But I'm just saying here, take a look at the I'm about to say Hierophant, but I meant to say, take a look at the Wheel of Fortune and look what's right next to it. The I can't even get it out. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know this is retrograde. Just be there with me, okay? Pray for me. Because I'm still trying to record at this time when normally I usually try to avoid retrogrades. But long story short, two major arcanas are here. Actually, there's three major arcanas here on Chris Evans' side. Okay, let's just say this: Chris Evans may have been a playboy in the past. Okay, not exactly sure, but it looks like he wants to settle down. Okay, or there's something about him that knows. And let's keep in mind, everything here is alleged because, of course, we're dealing with tarot. We're dealing with public figures, and tarot is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Now, back to the reading. I don't know what this man's life was like before he met this woman, but he's thinking marriage. He has marriage allegedly on the brain. If this is not the case, he may have, with dating her, he may have people around him asking like, oh, is she the one? Are you ever going to settle down, or whatever the case may be? Or he could be feeling that nudge, when you start to get older and you're like, well, I guess this is my next path in life. But hopefully this is something that he genuinely wants to do and not feeling like he needs to do it because it's the next stage in his life. If I'm not mistaken, he's older than her. How much older? Not exactly sure. But let me just keep going with this, because when you have the Hierophant card here, this is the traditional card. So with the traditional card in tarot, basically, it's somebody that likes long-term relationships, the type of person that wants a relationship where God is involved or spirituality is involved. It also can indicate somebody that traditionally they are the type to want to get married or whatever the case may be, or they grew up in a household where this was prevalent. Also, this could be something spiritual here, okay? Spiritually, he may be getting messages and downloads. I did see 333 at the beginning of the reading that he needs to make some type of changes in his life. Now, this may indicate that he may need to make some changes in his life because he has the King of Swords in a reverse on his side. Okay, and keep in mind he is a Gemini. Now, King of Swords in a reverse can indicate a person that can be manipulative, a person that can be cruel, or a person that has, it speaks to weakness, okay? So if this is not how he could be feeling about himself, I'm not sure exactly if in the future he's going to be feeling this way about her. But just know that he is an air sign, okay? And stereotypically with Geminis, they can tend to have multiple personalities, switching and changing of truths, okay? Some may have a tendency to not be honest, all right? And then he does also have a moon in Scorpio. Scorpio stereotypically are very intense, may need to lighten up. They can be the type that can be very stubborn, if you will. Okay, so you have 333. Let me tell you something. I feel like he's fighting with himself. I don't think it's necessarily her that's the problem here, because like I said, Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune is here, and the Strength card. Let me tell you, there's something he needs to be strong about. What's going on, Chris? Allegedly, there's something he needs to be strong about, and it could be fighting something within himself and in order for him to be able to move forward. Because keep in mind, we did get the 7 of Wands in a reverse. It's about giving up, having a lack of confidence, and feeling overwhelmed. So I'm not sure if he's talked about in interviews or if he's ever written a book or something, and he may talk about possible depression, the S word, having those type of feelings that go on within him. But I really do feel like a lot of people are battling this right now. I notice I've been getting a lot of requests for readings. And usually, like with the start of the year, we're trying to find ourselves. Okay. And I believe that there's maybe something allegedly that Chris is trying to battle within himself, because the reason I say this, along with that King of Swords in the reverse, you have the 5 of Swords, okay? That's the type of person that has very unbridled ambition. It may not even be where he's trying to fight player-like ways. He could fight his need to be a workaholic. Okay, somebody that always works, or somebody that when he gets in a relationship, he's maybe not as open conversation wise, not letting a person in. Keep in mind with that moon in Scorpio, stereotypically what they will tend to do is when they don't feel safe or they're scared or they may have commitment issues, commitment phobe, they can tend to try to test people and to see how loyal that person is to them. I'm going to see how loyal you are by putting you to the test. I'm going to put you through hoops and all of this. And then sometimes it ends up backfiring and they end up losing out on a relationship simply because they did too much. Okay. So he's needing to be strong about something. And I did mention 333. And this card comes out when a person needs to be powerful or they're feeling powerful. Okay. Angel number 333 says you're being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker. All right. Live your truth and be a positive light to others. I told you, this may end up being something spiritual as opposed to something traditional. So I'm going to go ahead and see what is going on here on Alba's side. Okay. Because here with Alba's side, you have the 3 of Wands in the reverse, the Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Judgment in the reverse, 9 of Cups in the reverse, 7 of Cups in the reverse. Let me tell you something. This card right here sticks out like a sore thumb because this speaks of a person that may lack true joy in their life or they may be dissatisfied in a situation here. On top of that, you have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. All right, that's somebody that's trying to have willpower. I wouldn't be surprised if these two have insecurities separately for their own issues that they're needing to work out in order for them to work out in this relationship long term. Again, I keep feeling like they may have dated each other in the past, tried to date each other in the past and something didn't happen, or they both could have maybe trust issues from past relationships because you have the Judgment here in the reverse. All right. This is somebody filled with a lot of doubt. Okay. Filled with a lot of doubt, lacking in true joy. I'm telling you, she may have said to herself, okay, first of all, Chris Evans he's easy on the eyes. Okay, we cannot deny that. But she may have heard talk in Hollywood. Hey, Chris Evans as a player, he'll get in there, then he'll get back out and he'll go on with his life. So she may have heard things allegedly, and that may have her fearing that she's dealing with a playboy. Who knows what the case may be? We'll see what the other cards have to say. But you also have 3 of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Wands in the reverse. Now, 3 of Wands in the reverse means there's some type of obstacle or some type of delay there, all right, to getting to something. Now, keep in mind, you have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. That has to do with a lack of energy, a lack of passion, and boredom, okay? Now, this may not, again, just like it came out with Chris, the things that she's dealing with over here may have absolutely nothing to do with him. It could have to do with the fact that she may not feel like she's as far along as she should be in her career, or maybe she doesn't want to end up being a person that's in the shadows of Chris Evans. Because keep in mind, he's super popular. He's an A-list actor, and she may feel like dating him, I don't want to end up in his shadow. I want to carve away from myself. And I'm not surprised that I feel this energy coming through because she is a Cancer sun. On top of that, she's a Virgo moon. And with these particular signs, they are, if I'm not mistaken, cardinal signs, okay? And these are the ones that carve the way. They kind of march in and they work hard and they get a job done. But she may be the type that once she gets into a relationship, everything else kind of takes the back burner. And I wouldn't be surprised with this because her sun being in Cancer, they are the type that family is important, relationships are important. She may be a homebody type, and she may fear that she could be going into the Susie Homemaker situation here, as opposed to getting out here and really putting herself out in the industry without it just being, oh, I'm now Chris Evans' girlfriend. Okay, you guys get the gist of what I'm saying? And then also, one of the things I've noticed here is that in her chart, she is Leo dominant. Her Venus and her Mercury is in Leo. So she's somebody that's very passionate. She loves men that are like very passionate, that she could be a bit stubborn herself. So these two, they may butt heads in the future. That may be what the energy that I'm picking up on as well. But if you take a look at Chris Evans' chart, he is Cancer dominant, okay? His Mercury and his Cancer is is his Mercury and his Venus is in Cancer, which means that he is somebody that likes sort of like the traditional woman. He likes where he could be like the man. Let me be the man in this situation. Let me take care of all of these things. But that may not be the role that she necessarily wants. She may end up getting bored with that title. You see? So I'm going to go ahead and see, that's another thing. See, because keep in mind, this Three of Wands came out in the reverse, right? Obstacles, delays, and frustrations. But when you look at the Three of Wands in the upright, I love this card deck. This is so beautiful. But the Three of Wands in the upright is about looking ahead, expanding, rapid growth. She could have been at a point in her career where it's like things are moving. And then now she's in a relationship and things become, she may be the type that finds that she makes everything all about her man. And she probably just doesn't want to lose herself in a relationship. So again, everything here is alleged, but I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards and see what else comes through. All right, dear God, give me the most important messages. If you guys are enjoying this reading so far, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I would really appreciate that. Okay, it helps get the videos out into the algorithm. All right, give me the most important messages when it comes to Chris Evans and Alba Baptista. Give me the most clear and precise messages, please, for Chris Evans and Alba Baptista. Y'all, can I be honest with you? I'm also getting the energy of, I keep feeling like she may have heard about his playboy ways, or that kind of fickle in and out energy, because not only is he Gemini Sun, he's Gemini Mars. So he kind of likes a woman that is like very intelligent, but always on the go. The type of person that gives him a lot of freedom. He may like freedom a lot more than she does. And this may end up causing an issue in the relationship. And I'm telling you, there's that Three of Wands in the reverse. Now, keep in mind, that could be third party interference. Work could be getting in the way. Other people, understand. Or whatever other situation. But we'll keep going. We will keep going. All right, give me the most important messages that need to come through at this time, please, for Chris Evans and Alba. Chris Evans and Alba, please. Give me the most detailed and accurate messages for Chris and Alba. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh. Wow. Chris. See, Chris? See, Chris? See, bruh. Look, I'm saying it like I know him. Bruh. This is why you're coming up as the King of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Swords in the upright. King of Swords in reverse, like I mentioned, very manipulative person who thinks they're slick and getting away with something. It's the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is a person that's sneaky, that tries to win at all costs. Okay? I told y'all, I feel like she wonders if he's a playboy because you have still entertaining my ex. All right. You also have reach out. What is your mission? I'm telling you, I do feel spiritually. Chris maybe, and he may even mention this in interviews. I would not be surprised if he mentions this in some type of way, maybe on social media through some type of cryptic messages, that he's trying to find his mission in life, because that Hierophant and that Wheel of Fortune, that comes through. Those are major, okay? Meaning that these changes are going to happen whether somebody likes it or not. And I do feel like there's a cycle in his life that's closing out. It may lead him to being faithful, okay? But this could also just indicate, like I said, something to a spiritually, okay? Oh my goodness, look at that. Codependent female. What did I tell y'all? Didn't I say she was lacking in true joy? Didn't I tell you she was lacking in true joy? On top of that, you got the Seven of Cups there in the reverse. That's somebody that's trying to be strong, okay? Trying to be strong in a situation, maybe confused in a situation, lacking purpose in their life, okay? Or somebody's life is in disarray. Her life could be in disarray allegedly at some point, okay? Could be in the future because she's trying to, I told you, I feel like she's somebody that loses herself in a relationship when she gets involved. You got long hair, okay? Somebody could have long hair. Somebody could have blue eyes. Y'all, shut the freaking door. Look at that. All we do is fight. I told y'all, I said they may butt heads. I'm just saying. But the chemistry is strong as hell. Okay? There are some people that just do it for you. Okay? Period. In more ways than one. I'm just saying. Some people, they just do it. Okay? I ain't going no further than that. Oh, snap. Keep in mind, that sun card could also indicate a Leo. I'm just saying, just in case there's a Leo in this situation. Look at that. I can't see a future with you. And see, that Five of Swords is the sneaky card. That's somebody that's like, yeah, it's me and you, baby. And no good and well, it ain't you and them. Look at that. I'm ready to open up. Somebody has something to say. You have clean shaven. Rebuild your credit. Somebody could be focusing on their money. Look at that. Not on your level. I told you, spiritually, Chris may end up finding out that he is a healer. Okay? Look at that. Toxic relationship. These two, if they're not now, or they may give off the image with this sun card to the world that this is a healthy relationship. But it may be toxic, and it could be toxic in regards to codependency. And then you have February. Something significant could come out in regards to one of the both of them in February of this year. Could be February of 2024. Could have been something from the past. However, with this February card, this also indicates Pisces and Aquarius energy. Okay, so let's see. Why are these messages coming through at this time, please, for Chris Evans and Alba Baptista? Why are these messages coming through at this time, please, for Chris Evans and Alba Baptista? Y'all, I don't know why. Okay, I'm just going to say it because it's like you need to say it. There could be a Taurus involved in this situation. Allegedly, there could be a Taurus he may have a hard time letting go of. I'm just saying, okay? Because it keeps coming through. Look at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Y'all saw that, right? Still entertaining my ex. Ex keeps coming in between us. Somebody need to cut somebody off, and spiritually, they've been told to cut this person off, okay? But they're not listening to their higher selves. What did I tell y'all? I told you there's possible marriage on the table. One day you're going to be my wife and her husband. Oh, y'all, this reading is... I'm just saying, STD, burning, itching, leaking. I hope that's not the case. See, are you hiding something from me? Because see, something ain't right. Okay, starting to itch a little down there. All right, something don't feel right. Is everything okay? Everything here is alleged. My goodness, look at that. Because somebody could still be in love with someone else. And somebody's starting to wonder. They're lacking joy in a situation. Wondering if somebody is bored with them already. And wondering, are you looking for my replacement? Y'all, this thing just got messy, ugly, real quick. I was not expecting this. My mouth is on the freaking floor. Okay, if you guys are still with me, hit that thumbs up, okay? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, okay? Because sometimes I may just post at will. All right, I'm trying to change that. I'm actually creating a better work-life balance. So I do have a schedule that I'm going to be using. I believe it's going to be posted on Wednesdays and Fridays. Okay. But for now, I'm still kind of like getting into it because when you work for yourself, you've got to have a balance. Like I have got to have a work-life balance that I feel will be great, because for me, if I allowed myself, I would work myself to death. And you're not on this earth to work yourself to death. You got to have some time to let your hair down. Okay? Got to have some time to let your hair down. All right, dear God, give me some more messages for Chris Evans and Alba Baptista. Dear God, give me some more messages, please, for Alba and Baptista. Wow, shut up. I just saw the card that popped out. All right, give me some more cards. I told y'all they got insane chemistry because my ears are on freaking fire. Whew. Uh-oh. Child, look at the bottom of the deck. You have karma in the afterlife. Oh, my nose is itching so bad. I've been getting that card a lot for celebrity readings. You also... Chris, are you a known player in the Hollywood industry? Allegedly. Just here for a good time. Damn. Look at that. Faithful woman. Wow. Oh. Yeah, this card been coming up a lot. What is going on? Ace of Wands in reverse at times can indicate a 1 minute man. And child, Chris. See, let me tell you something. That's a number one sign. When you feel like, you know how you had that feeling something ain't clean in the buttermilk, and you feel like your partner is out here entertaining other people, and all of a sudden they can't. Okay, let me be quiet. Yeah, there's somebody from the past. I don't give a damn what's going on. There is somebody from the past. Look how many times old flame and ex keeps. Let me tell y'all something. We are in the middle of the Mercury in retrograde. Okay, it's not going to be over till like the 18th, and after that, it's a shadow period. Okay, and I think we're in another retrograde at the same freaking time. Baby, somebody exed and came back and got somebody discombobulated. And I told y'all, I feel like there could be a Leo. I'm just saying. Could be a Leo, could be a Virgo. Keep in mind that August could be something significant may happen or come out in the news in regards to one or both of them in August. And I'm speechless. Oh, you have interviewing witnesses. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll let y'all read that. Oh, and I'll let y'all read that too. Okay, we see y'all. We see you, Chris. We see you. Yeah, shut up. Something significant may come out on a Thursday in regards to Chris Evans, and it's fated to come out. Look at that Wheel of Fortune twice. I'm just saying. Shut the freaking door. Somebody's ex. I literally feel like it's somebody's ex. Okay? Got sex magic. Okay? Whether they're actually doing some type of ritual or whatever. But with sex magic, you can literally just do this. And keeping somebody in mind while you're doing this, that can pull that person's energy back towards you. But keep in mind, this card says mutual. So this could be two people doing the same thing. Therefore, having this situation come to fruition. I'm just saying. Ooh, child. This reading is, it's hot in here. My God. Chris, baby, what's going on? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so silly. I hope y'all still with me and y'all ain't clicked off like, this girl crazy. Who the hell is this tarot reader? Something ain't right with that one. Whatever. We're going to keep going though, right? All right, dear God, give me the most important messages. Let's get some future messages for Chris and Alba. Dear God, give me some future messages for Chris and Alba. How is this relationship going to turn out in the future? How will this relationship turn out in the future? High Priestess, okay? Now, this could indicate, I'm just saying, side chick energy. Okay, because we do got the High Priestess. But it could also mean, like I said before, we had 333. Somebody could be listening to their intuition. I feel something about this situation. It's different from the other situations, the other people that I've dealt with. Somebody needs to listen to their inner voice, okay? Get to the divine truth, the unconscious of what our situation is. And this, oh, let me just shut up. Because Spirit said, girl, please. Spirit said, girl, please. Child, please. I hear Ocho Cinco. Whew. Bottom of the deck, you got the Queen of Swords, okay? Queen of Swords is very perceptive. This is somebody that has a clear mind. And this is the person, I ain't scared to cut that off. I will cut you off quick, fast, in a hurry. I'm not the one or the two, okay? Miss Queen of Swords don't play, baby. She don't play. Maybe some cutting off of a situation, okay? And it could also involve a situation with a Queen of Swords, aka a possible Aquarius, okay? And the reason why I say this is because on Chris's side, you got the Fool card in the reverse. Fool in the reverse, again, Aquarius energy. And this card also indicates somebody being reckless, okay? Somebody being naive or feeling taken advantage of. But then you also have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Chris, we got to have a talk, baby. The Knight of Swords in the reverse and the King of Swords in the reverse and the same cards on the same side. This is somebody who has zero accountability, okay, for the things that they do. They are very unpredictable. They have no direction in life, and they really play on that air, the negative side of the air sign, okay? If they're a liar, they lie like hell, okay? If they're a cheater, they cheat like hell. I'm just saying. And then you also have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse as well, which has to do with greediness, stinginess, possessiveness, okay? And you also have some more third-party energy here. That's the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, lack of teamwork, disorganized, and group conflicts, okay? Three is a crowd, basically. Three is a crowd. And then there's secrets. Look at that. There are secrets there. Moon card in the reverse. Fear, misinterpretation, and confusion. Oh, that's a lot. Y'all, my ears are on fire. They are on fire. This is sad because on Alba's side, she got three's energy again. Look at that Three of Swords. And then you also had that Three of Wands previously. Three of Swords in the upright is a very painful experience to go through. That's heartbreak. That's grief. That's suffering. That's crying your mother freaking eyes out because it feels like somebody stuck a fork in your heart. Okay? Temperance in the reverse. Life thrown off balance. Okay? And this is a major arcana. This is somebody taking things to extreme or having lack of harmony. And then somebody that doesn't have courage. Could be the courage to move forward, to maybe to move away from a relationship. And then you also have the Nine of Pentacles, okay? This is somebody that, and when this card comes through, it's like being rewarded, like with money, with pentacles. I'm just going to say what's on my mind because I'm feeling it, okay? And this card came out twice, and it came out on top of the same card. Listen here. Alba, I don't know what's going on, but when you get the Seven of Cups in the reverse twice in a reading in the same spot, this is somebody that is needing to be strong. Okay, see that Strength card in the reverse came out as well? This is somebody that needs to be strong. Okay, that you don't have to stay in a situation because she may like how it appears. Okay, she may end up staying in this situation and trying to keep up appearances because she likes the good life that being with Chris Evans brings her, allegedly. Okay, but keep in mind she got two nines. First time was the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Second time is the Nine of Pentacles. Nines in tarot mean that you need to release something. And you need to be strong with that willpower. Seven in the Cups in the reverse twice. She may discover she needs to leave this situation behind, but she may not leave this situation no matter how hard it hurts because of codependency. And we already talked about codependency card coming out in the reading. Man, wow. Again, I was not expecting that. Matter of fact, let's do What does Chris Evans want to say to Alba that he hasn't said? What does Chris Evans want to say to Alba that he hasn't said? Bottom of the deck. My heart was blocked. I was not available to receive love when you gave it. I'll read that again. My heart was blocked. I was not available to receive love when you gave it. Did he not have the card that says, I can't see a future with you? Then that means his heart was blocked. He may not necessarily, like I said, be sleeping around with anybody. He could just be somebody that's like, I'm used to being single. Not really ready to fully take it there with somebody. But whatever the case may be, this don't look good. All those secrets I kept caught up with me, each and every last one of them. How many times my ex came between us card came out? A part of me died when I let you go. Somebody comment down below if these two dated before. If this is not the case, this feels like past life relationship or faded. Something seems faded about their connection. And whether this is good or bad, something feels faded. Okay. And then you have, this was not the way I wanted things to end. I wish that I could go back in time. There's that Queen of Swords. I ain't scared to cut a bitch off. Okay. Underneath the Queen of Swords, guess what else came up? Nine of Wands. Player energy. The type that sleeps around, but at least they wear protection. Okay. Also, underneath that is the Four of Wands. Okay, that's a long-term relationship there. I'm telling you, they may have gotten through or will get through a rough patch, and they may move forward towards marriage. Something to celebrate. I'm just saying, engagement, marriage, who knows? But, whew, man. Oh, okay. Being told to pull these final three here to close out this reading. Okay. So, give me the final messages for Chris and Alba. Final messages, please, for Chris and Alba. Final messages, please, for Chris and Alba. Final messages, please, for Chris and Alba. Is somebody dog getting attacked? What is that noise? Okay. All right. Final messages, please, for Chris Evans and Alba Baptista. Let's do 3. Oh, 4. All right. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, you cannot make this up. I said it. Runner in a codependent relationship. Fear of intimacy. Listening to ego. Wow. Self-indulgence. Somebody needs to focus on their self-worth. They need to heal. They need to do some shadow work. And they need to learn to appreciate themselves. Codependency energy. I told y'all, would not be surprised if a ring comes out of this situation here. And a wedding. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. All right. You also have, I'm telling y'all, if they hadn't dated each other before, they may stop seeing each other and then reconcile. Someone from your past is returning from your life. If this ain't the case, this is an ex. He may decide that an ex is in his life that he can't let go of, and he chooses that person. Who knows? We'll see how it unfolds. But Spirit is saying that somebody in this situation needs to love themselves first, okay? Because when you love yourself first, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, okay? Nobody likes clinginess, all right? And playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, okay? They have gotten too serious too quick, and they need to have a do-over. I told y'all, I felt it. I freaking knew it. Your soul remembers this intense connection, okay? And this may be why I'm picking up this energy on Chris's side, where it's like, he may feel like, is this faded? Like, something about this is different. Something about her is different. Who knows? This will be a spiritual lesson for one of the both of them. It says this person is in your life to teach you a lesson. All right, you also have retreat. Okay, this time alone or this time alone together may help to strengthen this relationship. And then your final card is stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. There's that 4 wands. Ooh, I cannot wait to see how this plays out. If you guys enjoyed this reading, give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Again, I'm the Sag Moon Diva. I do offer tarot courses. They are 30 days. The fee is $250. All the information on how to book that, or if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, is down below. You can call, email, text, hell, whatever, to communicate with me. I've been super busy with readings and everything, but I like it that way. So if you guys want to be a part of all of this, then contact me with the information below, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.